Welcome everyone. This is Bōde's Calgary real estate market update for November 2021. This video is going to quickly show you what's happening in Calgary at a macro level, and then I'm going to show you where you can find all of the data for your specific home type and community so you can find out exactly what's happening for your home value. So let's dive right in. First of all, we're going to take a look at the City of Calgary, so all residential listings, and the number of new listings that have come to market each month for the last 4 years. So the bright blue line here is 2021, and you can see for most of 2021 there's been more listings than typical for the time of year. However, in the last 3 months, new listings have dropped back down pretty much towards their typical levels for this time of year. So in October, new listings were up 3% versus the average of the 3 previous Octobers. So the new listings starting to come back down to normal. Meanwhile, sales or demand is still really high. So the bright blue line is 2021 again. You can see in the spring and summer, sales were more than double what they would typically be. They've come down a little bit, but they're still up 45% in October versus the average of the 3 previous Octobers. So sales are really strong. New listings are kind of back to normal, which means overall inventory, so the total number of homes for sale, is of course falling, right? Because if you've got lots of homes selling and not as many coming to the market, then the total number of homes for sale will be going down. So fewer homes for sale means less competition for sellers. So if you're selling a home, that's good news, and if you're buying a home, that's bad news because you've got less choice. So that's what's happening with inventory. And then we look at months of supply, which is a metric that takes into account both supply and demand. So it says, given the amount of homes for sale and given how fast homes are selling, how many months of supply of homes do we have? So you can see the bright blue line for 2021 is very low. So there's very low months of supply in the market in Calgary right now, which again means it's a great time to be a seller and not such a good time to be a buyer because you've got less choice and you have to move quickly. But of course, all of this really depends on your property type and your community. So the picture can look very different for whether you've got a detached home in the southwest of the city versus if you've got an apartment downtown. So really important to take a look at your specific community, which you can do on our site, and I'll show you that in a moment. Finally, just want to take a quick look here at overall Calgary property prices. So this is a chart showing the benchmark price and the index price for the last 15 years. So you can see here in 2021, prices have been going up quite quickly, back to previous kind of 2014 highs. But you can see right at the very end of that graph that it's starting to dip down again. So prices are just slightly starting to drop from their previous highs. But still, overall, it's been a great year in 2021 for property prices. Again, this looks very different for whether you're looking at detached homes or whether you're looking at apartments. So you can check all of that out on our full market report on the blog section of our Bōde website. Finally, you can also access all of this data yourself and run your own analysis and see all of the same kinds of supply and demand data for your neighborhood. We've got 3 data tools for you. The first one is the market data tool. So that's exactly where you can see these supply and demand dynamics in your neighborhood. You can check that out on bode.ca. We also have a tool called sold data where you can look up the sold price of any home that's sold in Calgary for the last 10 years. And you just have to go to the sold data page on our website. And we've also got a comparables tool for you. So you can enter the 8 most important features of your home and you'll see the most similar live listings, that's your current competition, and the most similar recently sold listings. So you've got a really good feel for what your home might be worth. So check out all of that information. It's available for free over on bode.ca. And tune in again next month for our next market report. Thanks a lot.